Hi, it's Lisa. In a previous video, I mentioned the need to know whether you're set up for success at work and that you may need to find a new job if you're not. Carol_18 asked, what would being set up for success look like or not look like? What should I be looking for? It's an excellent question. So broadly speaking, being set up for success means that what you're accountable for, you also have the corresponding authority and resources to accomplish. It means that you aren't accountable for something that's impossible for you to actually do. That being said, if you apply effective working behaviors, if you work ineffectively, there might be all sorts of things you're not getting to. So let me first differentiate this fundamental issue of not being set up for success from stretch assignments or growth opportunities. With stretch assignments, you might take on something where you don't have all the skills yet that you need, but with a little extra work and some creativity, you can successfully accomplish the goal and learn something in the process. It's similar with growth opportunities. You may not be fully ready for the opportunity. That's okay. But by leveraging your development opportunities from your boss and guidance from people in your network, you can be successful. I'm also not referring to temporary periods in the cadence of your work where it might feel impossible to accomplish everything that needs to be done. This might happen because of ebbs and flows in the work, like think a tax accountant during tax season, or when someone leaves and the position just hasn't been filled quite yet. There's a big difference between these temporary flows where you're temporarily sacrificing everything to get the job done, but that sacrifice and burnout don't become a permanent part of the job. So what does not being set up for success look like in practice? Well, I earned my MBA while working as an operations manager for a large healthcare company. I remember in my executive leadership course, the prof was talking about different styles of leadership and what was required to be a truly effective leader. I raised my hand and I asked how I could lead well, given that I have 60 direct reports. The prof's response was, 16? Wow, that's a lot. I interrupted and said, no, not 16, 60. He looked aghast. He paused for a moment and then just shook his head and told me that I simply could not be an effective leader. I wasn't set up for success. He said that all I could hope for was to lead by exception, meaning you deal with the people who are screwing up and maybe you try to develop a couple of superstars when you can. Not the most satisfying way to lead. So here is something really important to know. Working in an environment where you are not set up for success can teach you things. So by all means, stay for a bit and learn what you can from the experience. But your learning will stagnate and you will burn out. So it is really important to stay aware and to recognize that when you're not set up for success, you cannot stay until you feel successful, because that's just not going to happen. It's not you, it's them. If there's anything I can do, please reach out. I'd love to hear from you.